The day I stopped explaining myself, it did not start with an argument. It started with a question I had answered too many times. Why are you like this? Why can't you just explain? Why are you acting distant? I stared at my phone longer than usual. Not because I didn't have an answer, but because I didn't know which version of the truth would make them comfortable. Explaining had become automatic for me. If I was quiet, I explained. If I was tired, I explained. If I said no, I explained again. Actually, for no, I go slower and softer just to not hurt the other person's feelings. I learned early that silence made people uneasy. So I filled it with reasons, with context, with apologies I wasn't sure I owed. At work, I over-explained deadlines I couldn't meet. Not because I was irresponsible, but because I didn't want to be seen as careless. With friends, I explained my absence before anyone complained. I've just been overwhelmed lately. I'm not avoiding you. It's just this and that. I promise it's not personal, please. Even when no one asked, I preemptively defended myself. One evening, someone interrupted me mid-sentence. You don't have to explain yourself so much, they said. Not gently, not kindly. Sorry. Not gently, not kindly, almost annoyed. I laughed it off, but somehow, something about that moment stayed with me. I realized I had been offering explanations to people who weren't even listening anyway. Sorry, I don't know, I'm choking on something. Sorry about that. I might cut this off during the edit now. I might leave it. Either way, life goes on. So back to the story. The truth came to me slowly. I didn't explain because I was misunderstood. I explained because I was afraid. Afraid of being seen as difficult, afraid of being misjudged, afraid that without explanation I would lose connection, I would lose friends, I would be alone. Somewhere along the way, my peace became something I had to defend. Wow, this is deep. The first time I stopped explaining wasn't dramatic. I just said, I won't be able to make it. No backstory, no paragraph, no emotional cushioning. There was a pause on the other end, and in that pause, my heart raced. Like I was so scared. I almost started explaining. But nothing terrible happened. And in that discomfort, I found a kind of belonging, ease. Yes, I found a kind of ease. So I began doing it more often. Short replies, clear boundaries, no emotional footnotes. Some people pulled away. I mean, it's obvious. Some stayed. Obviously, some suddenly didn't know how to talk to me anymore. Silence showed me something honesty never could. The people who needed my explanations were never really interested in understanding me. They were interested in access. That wasn't a loss, it was information. I didn't become cold actually. I became clear. I stopped translating myself into something easier to digest. I stopped shrinking my truth into polite sentences. And the day I stopped explaining myself, my life became quieter. But finally, it felt honest. Very honest. I didn't disappear. I just stopped defending my existence. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our topic today. And from this story I read, okay, sorry, I'm not really very familiar with this YouTube thing, so I keep forgetting to say this in the beginning, but I'll still say it anyway. I mean, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel, Quiet Hours. Here we tell soft healing stories that are sometimes 100% true, sometimes 100% fiction, and sometimes a mix of both. But one thing is for sure, we are bringing them to you to help you, to guide you through your own journey, and for you to learn from them. As you can see, this is a faceless channel. I'm sorry this is coming late, but feel free to listen as you go about your normal activities. So from this thing now, this is not my story per se, but trust me, I am still struggling with over-explaining. Even in some of my videos, I do something and I'm trying to explain, and I mean, sometimes we don't even know that we are over-explaining. Oh Jesus, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that honking in the background. I mean, this is 4 a.m. I wonder who is doing that in this early hour. But that's by the way. So sometimes we over-explain, but because it has become such a habit, such a second nature, we don't even know we are doing it. And then at the end of the day, it makes you lie unnecessarily, because when you're trying to find, I'm not, this now here is my story. So when you're trying to find the best ways to maybe cancel plans, or not, or maybe best reasons for why you came late, and you don't want people to get hurt, sometimes you just start lying just to make them comfortable. You start lying. You start trying to paint the truth, try to be softer, cushion the whole thing, and it's not nice, because after lying you feel bad about yourself. You're like, why am I lying at my age? What's this? And then I don't know how to put it here, but I feel bad about it, which is why I am actively trying, or not trying, I'm actively working on it. Yes, that's the right word to use. The trying is not there, because I am genuinely actively working on it. So I hope that you too would also try to work on your over-explaining habits if you have it. And if you don't have that terrible habit, if you have someone that does, try to show empathy and compassion to them, because they're not doing it because they want to. I mean, they want to, but they're not doing it because they can't help it. Yes, that's the thing. They cannot help it. So be compassionate, be empathetic enough to show them this video, or maybe from what you've heard or understood from the video, you can always try to speak to them. I think they are most likely even going to listen to you more than they will listen to me, a faceless channel. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching to this point, and I really appreciate you and your presence. So before you go, kindly subscribe. It's free. Like, comment, and share this video to your family, friends, even your enemies. Yeah, your enemies still deserve love. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching, and do have a very, 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 very pleasant life. And I do hope you come back next time. Mwah. Bye.